What up, everybody? What up, what up, what up, what up? Say, man, it's that time. Everybody pulling out their motorcycles, getting ready to start riding. We had Daytona this week. Um, so I've gotten a couple of calls about sale. I want to make sure I'm prepared for you know, to hit the highway. One thing I will say is this, man, is that I'm so proud of a lot of people. A lot of people are hitting the highway by themselves. Okay. I always say this, and this is my claim to fame. If I had waited for anybody to ride with me when I first started, then you guys wouldn't even know who I am. Over 80% of the rides that I planned to ride with people, they never came through. Over 80. So the biggest thing I'm gonna tell you is this, man. Getting yonder, which I deemed it, getting yonder is 800 miles or better going one way. And the reason why I say that is because the average rider, and no, even a good rider, cannot do 1,600 miles in 24 hours. Okay? That's a lot. So that's why I say yonder. When you get yonder, that means you're leaving and you're not coming back for a day or two, whatever. You can't get yonder in one day. Okay? For the most part, you might got somebody that can say, no, until I could do 1,600 in 24 hours, and you're a bad motherfucker. So I don't want to say never. But that's what we deem yonder. So as we getting the bikes out, getting everything ready, we need to start getting our minds ready, start getting our bodies in shape. I've been doing it, losing my weight. I'm on the ISOT. Y'all need to get with me for the ISOT, IASOT, the whole kit. I'm a sponsor now, so get with me. It's easy, the easiest shit in the world. Drink your tea in the morning, take your energy tablet, and take you a shot of the liquid vitamins to replenish everything that you lost. My trainer get ready to come on in a minute. Oh yeah, I'm all the way certified, man. I got a full online trainer, man. I ain't playing no games with y'all. But we're gonna talk about it while I can, while I do my little 30-minute workout if you want to be here now. But I'm gonna be speaking on different things about getting yonder. Not only do your bike got to be prepared, but you got to get your mind right. So walk with me, run with me, do whatever you got to do, and we're gonna get in. Oh, and to all them people mad at me about the not matching back wheel in the trailer. Hey, it is what it is. All right, we start. My trainer for to come on in a minute.
Welcome back, guys. I'm your trainer, Tommy Ribs. We are here once again in the beautiful country of Portugal.
Where's my
We are on
bayou?
workout number 4 of our 6-week intro to running program. We're going to start out
Y'all
with
don't need to hear him,
8
I guess,
warm-up.
because I want to be able to talk anyway.
Caught up during that. But
All right, so
so, just like before,
when it comes to getting your
same as the other days we've
to
done
getting
it.
ready for yonder, everybody say, well, Sal, what does
Easy
the
ones
physical part have to do with getting yonder?
our bodies to adjust to this level of
I
activity.
want to say this.
Rise and let us
The
know
the hardest part about riding a motorcycle
all the different cells that are
is basically standing still.
moving ahead. So just like
A
before,
motorcycle will keep itself up as long as it's moving. Yeah, we got that.
10 o'clock,
But
it's
when
time
you
to ride.
are out there and you got to lift it up off that kickstand and
30 seconds running,
you got to be able to be strong enough to maneuver it, that's one
one.
part, the strength aspect.
So
But the other part
time,
is to make sure that you're giving yourself every possible
20 minutes.
chance
So
to
just like
survive while
before,
you're
we're
out
gonna
there
start at 5 minutes.
and to make it. For
So
me, it's a mental thing. I say riding is a mental thing. I've challenged myself mentally more than any other time in my life
just
by
before
riding and getting out there, getting yonder. You have to pay attention
30
to
seconds
the
of
signs,
warm-up.
to the traffic, to everything.
Portugal,
One of the reasons why I lose weight right before riding season,
if you are
and just for y'all know, I'll be in California
just like we talked about
this
before,
month,
it's easy to see
going to LA to get my oil change. Yo,
Portugal
Punch!
so
I
hungry.
gotta get my fluids changed, man. I need that homeboy hookup, that discount, not free. Punch don't do the free, but he do take care of his partner. So,
Endless motion.
be leaving here this month, headed to
Feeling
Cali, LA,
just a little dizzy.
and then of course we gotta go fuck with them Soul Brothers.
So much just like you've done before.
Um,
Increase
you know, It is what it is. That's how we getting down, man. But one of the reasons why I go into, my weight loss thing, my diet thing, is so that I can have that extra energy. I'm lighter. I got the extra energy. I'm not as sluggish. Because when you out there and it's the middle of the night or it's early morning or whatever, early morning, the sun, you've been out there all day, you need the energy. So you need to be as fit as you can be. And that's super duper duper important, to be as fit as you can be. Yes, mentally and physically, especially spiritually. You better have your spirit filled with the Holy Ghost or something. You better make sure that you're prayed over before you get out there on that slab. Oh shit, we're going up a hill. Inclining. Anyway. But hands down, as you start to get yonder, you have to make sure that you're in the best shape possible. My goal is to lose 10 pounds. I'm on this, like I said, I'm on the ISOT, and I'm looking good, y'all. Really, I am. I promise you. So, get down 10, 15 pounds before I leave and stay on the program. Because I can do this ISO program while I'm on the road. Because it's not a lot to pack. It's my teas and my supplements. So I'm going to be good. I'm going to be all right. That's that. Now, one of the things you have to be careful about is for the last couple of months, your bike has been sitting in the garage, in the corner, basically on the kickstand. You want to make sure that your tires are not dry rotted, that they have the proper amount of air, because that's important as far as gas mileage and safety. I change my tires faithfully every 15,000. My front tire every 15,000 and my rear tire every 30. So I do 2 front tires for every back tire faithfully, whether it kind of needed or not. Because I know I want to have the confidence that the tire is good and that the tire is ready to go. So that's me, hands down. That's what I'm doing. You might not do that. So I'm changing the tire. I'm doing at least 2 fronts, minimum, and 1 back. I average anywhere between 30 and 40,000 miles a year. Sometimes 50 on a good year, but. So I'm doing at least 1 tire change a year. I just particularly changed my tire on an Oakland last year, so I'm good for another. On my front tire, I think I got probably another before my 3rd change. So I'm not worried about that yet. But I will be monitoring my tire change, because that's important. So after you check your tires, always check your fluids. You already know that. Oil, transmission. You always want to check that. The system that we use regular oil. I don't use synthetic, but we use regular oil for our engine. We use the Bel Ray, which is red, for our transmission. And for our primary, we use the blue stuff, the B&M Trick Shift. That's real good for your clutches. Now, the other sole purpose of using those 3 things, not only are they good, they're excellent products, but if I'm out on the road and I got an oil leak or I got something leaking up under the bike, all I have to do is determine what color it is, blue, red, or black, and I know where the problem is. So that's one of the reasons why we do that as well. Is that it makes it easier to determine what is or where is the problem. And that's important when you're on the highway. That's your fluids. You also want to check your cables. Clutch cable, brake cable. Every time I change my back tires, I change my front and back brakes. Extra $100, $150. They already got to take the tire off. The labor, some dealerships are real petty. Oh, it's still an hour labor for the brakes. Why? We already got to you charge me to take the tire off. Why you got to charge me another hour labor? So kind of watch that. While you're changing your tire, change the brake pads. All of it goes hand in hand. So again, you got those sleazy dealerships that'll try to charge you a full hour labor or 30-minute labor to change your brake pads when they're already doing your tires. So you check your cables, you check your brake pads. You want to check all your nuts and bolts that you want to do a tug and pull. Get used to doing tug and pulls on your motorcycle. You're checking for stuff that may be loose or may rattle. Start your bike up. A lot of times, turn your music down, start your bike up, get off of it, and walk around it and just listen. Get down there. Put your ear to it and listen. You're listening for anything that can rattle, anything that's shaking excessively, you want to look at it. How do you know if something is broken on your bike and you don't know how it look if it was fixed? So that's something you want to check out and just look at it. Start it up, let it warm up, walk around it, listen for the different sounds and see how shit vibrate, the horn, the bike itself. You just got to do all these things, man, to make sure. Don't just turn your bike on, turn the music on, listen to your bike. It will prevent you, this maintenance prevents you from spending thousands of dollars, either on the road or at home or whatever. And it's simple stuff. You get in the habit of doing this, you'll save yourself a whole ton of money. All right, what else? After you do that, check your fluids, cables, check your brake pads, look at a new set of brake pads to see how much meter's on them. So when you look at your old brake pads, you can tell if they halfway worn or 3/4 worn out. Cause see, the dumbest stuff you can do is to not change your brake pads when you change your tires. Because now they're gonna charge you a whole bunch of labor and shop hours because they gotta take the, well, not the front, but they're not even the back, but they'll tell you that. And they gotta take them off to change your brake pads. But hey, it is what it is. Just get it all done in one walk. So you have to save up the money to get these maintenances. If you do the work yourself, for the extended warranty, you have to have at least every other service done by a professional Harley-Davidson mechanic. And then when you do your service, you gotta buy and keep all of your receipts. Me personally, I just take to the dealership or ride to LA and let Punchy do a big punch. The candy shop. So that's what it is. Other than that, we get ready to get out there, y'all. Get ready to be riding. Hope to see some of y'all on the highway. Get your mind right. Don't ever take a trip or don't ever leave the house to get on your motorcycle and you've been fighting with your spouse. You know, when you get on that bike, make sure that your mind is as clear as it possibly can be. That's super duper important. You want to have a clear mind. You want to be able to think. You want to be able to make decisions and be aware. Ah, damn. 5% incline or 5, whatever this shit is. Yeah, player. And we run into shit. Uphill. Good Lord. Y'all hold on, let me tackle this shit. Woo! Wow, that was nice. All right, anyway, start working on your weight loss. Start working on your mental. I'm looking good, y'all, I promise you. I'm looking good. Damn, we're going up more? Shit. Say, man, we're going to get off this hill, player. Fuck. All right. How much further we got to go? Whole another mile. Fat nigga didn't get top. We working it out, y'all. This is for 50,000 miles this year on the motorcycle. That's what it's for. All sweat. We ain't taking no shorts. Work it out, big Sam. Let's go, you fat bastard. Whew. Shit. Let me show y'all my trainer. That's my trainer right there. Whew, shit. That's my trainer. White boy, no joke. Anyway, let me get this shit knocked out, and we'll be back.